Session. Today is Tuesday, August 9th, 2022. As a reminder, this is a public meeting and is being recorded. For those of you calling in, please ensure your phone is muted by pressing *6. Thank you. First, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner O'Grady.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This morning, we have the opportunity to recognize National Dog Day, a day celebrated by millions for the endless joy and companionship these animals provide us every time we walk through our front door. Franklin County has teams of employees who work daily to ensure the safety and well-being of canines countywide. Here to celebrate and tell us a bit more about that, we have special guest Gina Shelton, Director of Community Outreach for Franklin County Auditor Michael Stenziano, and Anthony Caldwell, Director of Communications for Auditor Stenziano. We also have the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center Director Kay Persinger. Good morning, Mr. Shelton and Mr. Caldwell. Would either of you like to say a few words about the role of the Auditor's Office and how it plays in protecting our canines? And then later on, we will hear from Director Kay.
Good morning, and thank you, Commissioners, for helping us recognize National Dog Day. In the Auditor's Office, we're statutorily tasked with licensing all dogs in Franklin County. So we appreciate this opportunity to remind citizens, not only is it the law, but it's how you protect your PAL. It's one of the key steps in ensuring the shelters are funded and that lost dogs are reunited. So thank you.
Absolutely. And then, Kay, can you tell us about the work the shelter does? Is she online?
I do not see her online, Madam President. I apologize.
Okay, it's fine. Maybe she can come on later. I know we do have a resolution that we would like to present to the Auditor's Office recognizing Dog Day. We can come forward.
Are we all doing this?
Sure. Commissioner.
All right. Thanks. It was a requesting day. Sometimes they have accents on the carpet. No dogs. Thank you.
I was hoping for that.
Yeah, I thought it would have been fun to have some dogs down
Well,
there.
if I would have known, I would have
You
brought.
could have brought yours, John could have
yeah.
brought his, I mean,
But not the ones from the shelter, we got no dog policy.
really, why? Why is that, Mr.
We've
Administrator?
had too many accidents in the courthouse.
Yeah, we done had too many accidents.
Well, if I would have known, I would have
Well,
brought
it's been a
Layla.
problem in the past, big time.
Listen,
And that's why.
you know, I don't mean to be but if you knew the percentage of those things that are on your shoes already that you track in here,
It's not the
it,
shoes.
it would be
story.
highly, the number would be very high. I'll just put it that way. I
Well,
won't
we-
sicken everybody with that, but,
It was a regular occurrence years ago, but we had pretty high cleaning bills on a regular basis.
Leave that to the administrator alone with you if she was
Yeah. It was a,
very vocal about it.
it was,
we could have put
it
some
was a regular
plastic
occurrence.
down or something.
And we love our dogs, so
We
Yes, we
absolutely
do.
do.
Yes, we do.
We absolutely do.
Yes, we do.
Maybe we should have to
Because you
revisit
both
it.
have two. You have two, and you got two, don't you?
I got one, but
You got
my second, but yeah, long time supporter. I've got my second shelter dog.
Yeah, I was at the shelter, 2 months ago, looking for another dog. Like, I need another dog.
You got two and you were looking for a third? Oh, my goodness.
To give to my
I'd
mom.
have-
So I will be going back to look for another one.
We have a bit of an argument at our house. I'd have more if I could get them.
I have a
an
pandemic
internal
dog.
family,
You didn't get one during the pandemic? I thought that's what everybody
no,
did.
no,
It was
no,
like
Yeah, no.
dogs.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I got a pandemic dog.
I'm not home enough for
True.
a dog. Yeah, I'm not home enough. It would be, my neighbors would call the
we gotta
authorities
move on
me.
before we start sharing pictures up here.
Well, we just want to say thank you to the auditor's office and his team for all that they do to protect our canines, and then also to the director and to the staff at the dog shelter, who is always trying to make sure that our four-legged friends go to a great home. So thank you for all that you do. We would also like to take a minute to acknowledge that August is National Immunization Month, as families prepare to send their children back to school, and staying up to date on immunizations ensures the health and safety of everyone in the classroom. The National Public Health Information Coalition, which pushed for this annual recognition, new families would benefit from a yearly reminder because of the effectiveness of vaccines. We have seen the effects of this harsh reality play out throughout the pandemic. Of the more than 1 million Americans who have succumbed to a COVID-related illness, an overwhelming majority were unvaccinated. Franklin County Public Health can help you and your families get the vaccines you need. They offer vaccine clinics and education throughout Franklin County for children and adults. Please protect your family and the greater community by staying up to date on your immunizations and getting vaccinated. For more information, you can go to myfcph.org to learn more. All right, to the regular agenda, we have first up the Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 57622. Resolution accepting a single county drainage improvement petition and referring to the county engineer for recommendation and fixing an hour and date for the viewing and first hearing on the drainage improvement to be known as the Odot Argobrite Drainage Improvement, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis, Government Affairs Liaison for Franklin County Engineer Cornell Robertson. I'll be presenting this first resolution on behalf of the Commissioners. This resolution is the first resolution for the Odot Argobrite ditch petition, which was filed on July 13th, 2022, last month, by the Ohio Department of Transportation. It seeks to improve drainage along 665. And that's why ODOT, it's a state route, so ODOT is very interested in it. But a lot of the improvements will have to take place on private property, which is why the private property owners have signed on as well. This resolution will fix the date for the viewing as October 12th, and the first hearing to be held on December 6th. And pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
There are no comments or questions. I'll move approval of Resolution 57622.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes,
Resolution number 57622 has been adopted.
thank you. Drainage engineer.
Resolution number 57722. Resolution approving a ditch maintenance petition for Briarfield, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this resolution seeks approval of a ditch maintenance petition for the drainage improvements within the Briarfield subdivision, which is newly constructed. It's located in Jefferson Township, and this will ensure that these improvements will be properly maintained in the future. So pending any questions, we seek your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 57722.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes,
Resolution number 57722 has been adopted.
thank you. Next, we have engineer. And we have a public hearing for resolution number 57822. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
A resolution establishing, altering, and widening of the Hayes Road, County Road Number 2, and Richardson Road, County Road Number 119, intersection improvement project, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed, engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here or online who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing and hearing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 57822, establishing, altering, and widening of the Hayes Road, County Road Number 2, and Richardson Road, County Road Number 119, intersection improvement project, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed, engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, on July 7, 2022, this board adopted a resolution declaring this project necessary, the Hayes Road and Richardson Road Improvement Project. On August 2nd, this board conducted the viewing, and this resolution would authorize the engineer to prepare plans as necessary for the construction of this project and represents the second step of the legislative process. It's located in southeast Franklin County and Madison Township, and we're looking to improve the safety of that intersection. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 52822.
578.
Or, I'm sorry, 57822, I apologize.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 57822 has been adopted.
Thank you. We have another public hearing for Resolution 57922. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Plans approved for the improvement of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road at Havens Road, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here or online who would like to speak on this public hearing? Hearing and seeing none, I would like to close this public hearing and ask the clerk to read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 57922. Plans approved for the improvement of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road at Havens Road, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this resolution authorizes plan approval for the Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road at Havens Road intersection. This project is located in Jefferson Township, northeast Franklin County, and it will convert this two-stop controlled intersection to a modern roundabout, another roundabout, which is what we need in Franklin County. But they're wonderful, actually, although I think there's some disagreement on the board with that. I'll stop editorializing and continue, Commissioners. We're also looking to rehabilitate the Havens Road Bridge over Blacklick Creek, which is located at that intersection. This project, thankfully, is funded by congressional earmark funding, Odot safety funding, and Ohio Public Works Commission grants. We're looking to start construction in spring of 2023. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
Yeah,
I just have, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like roundabouts are a fad, but it's all good. You know, most part. It seems like a fad, you know. Years from now, we'll be digging them out. You know, but
I think they would be more effective if people knew how to navigate them. I mean, we have Ohio drivers who don't know how to drive, so, but I think they serve a purpose. I think people just don't know how to navigate them properly.
They're wonderful for moving traffic, and you're right, there is an education process and a learning process. But in almost all of the areas, it has improved the traffic. And especially at this particular intersection, Reynoldsburg, New Albany, and Havens Road is a very dangerous intersection. So we're looking to primarily for safety.
Yeah, I think
at that
I would
location.
just like, I mean, I think they could be effective. I would just like to know for where the places where we have them or then end up putting them in, like what is the crash rate or, you know, now and then like does it decrease in the percentage after installation?
So the answer to those questions is yes. Though I live in part of the county where it's like roundabout central. And one, it improves traffic, number one. Number two, the biggest thing that I think it does, the biggest benefit is that it reduces serious traffic, or not serious traffic, serious traffic accidents. There's fewer T-bones. There's the property damage on the accidents is much less severe because instead of hitting people in head-on or in T-bone fashion, they're all glancing. The type of accidents that happen are all much reduced or a greater reduction in property damage accidents. So insurance companies would tell you that they're much better for property damage. You know, I think I guess education would be good, or just people should be smarter drivers.
And just
There's a lot,
read the signs and know when to yield and
drivers
know
out there
when
on the
not
road.
to.
My mother-in-law, and I didn't just call my mother-in-law a moron, but my mother-in-law hates, she hates roundabouts, but she's been driving through them for years. She's been living in the same part of town I live in for years and years, and she just hates them.
Yeah,
But
they're all throughout Gehenna.
she's a great driver, by the way. She
Yeah.
really is.
Try to
Barb,
save
you're a
that.
wonderful
Try to
driver.
save that
This
real
save-
quick.
You're one of the
This
smartest
save-
people I've
Try to
ever
save
met.
that.
Good
See
save.
that?
And I love you dearly.
Commissioner O'Grady, would you like to call for the question?
I would like to first make a public announcement and a resolution to the fact that my mother-in-law is the most wonderful person in the world. She truly is. And I misspoke. First of all. Second of all, yes, I would like to move approval of Resolution 57922.
Hope you got a nice couch, man. Hope you got a nice couch. Comfortable? Is it
I actually
comfortable?
do, but my wife would never allow me to sleep on it because it's too nice. We'll be sleeping on the floor.
Is there a second, Commissioner Boyce?
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 57922 has been adopted. Resolution number 58022, report third of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting the Norton Road, County Road number 3, and Crop Road, Grove City Road, County Road number 135 Improvement Project, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $20,000.
This is how bad days start.
It's a good day.
I'm well aware of that, Commissioner. By the way, we have another project that involves a roundabout. This next resolution, however, seeks compensation for one property owner abutting the Norton Road and Crop Road, Grove City Road Improvement Project. It's located in southwest Franklin County in Pleasant Township, and it proposes to construct a single-lane roundabout. We did negotiate successfully with the property owner, and compensation is based upon appraised fair market value. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
Single-lane roundabouts are much easier to navigate than
They are.
double-lane roundabouts. If there's no further comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58022.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58022 has been adopted. Resolution number 58122, resolution approving street and storm sewer improvement plans for the estates at Albany Acres, Plain Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this next resolution seeks approval of the street, storm, and water improvement plans for the estates at Albany Acres subdivision, located in Plain Township in northeast Franklin County. This will allow the developer to begin installing the necessary infrastructure for the development of the subdivision. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58122.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58122 has been adopted. Resolution number 58222, approval of the Briarfield subdivision plat, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this resolution seeks approval of the Briarfield subdivision plat. It's located in Jefferson Township on Havens Corners Road between Knoll Road and Knoll Drive and Man Road. Approval of this resolution is the last legislative step, and it will allow the developer to begin to sell lots and building homes. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58322.
582,
I'm sorry,
Commissioner.
58222.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58222 has been adopted. Resolution number 58322, approval of the farms at Jefferson Phase 9 subdivision plat, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, our final resolution is similar to the previous one. It is seeking approval of the farms at Jefferson Phase 9 subdivision plat, located on Clark State Road between Babbitt and Dixon Roads in Jefferson Township. Again, this is the last step in the legislative process and will allow the developer to start selling lots and building homes. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58322.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58322 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners, and thank you, Commissioner O'Grady, for your unqualified support of roundabouts. Sorry for the trouble it's caused.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Nick. I support him too. Have a good one. Next, we have the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 58422, Resolution authorizing a transfer of appropriations and a purchase order for the return of prisoners.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. Our first resolution authorizes the transfer of appropriations and approval of a purchase order to cover the necessary expenses incurred in the pursuit and transportation of prisoners. These appropriations cover the expenses for transporting 31 prisoners during January, 29 prisoners during February, 35 prisoners during March, 20 prisoners during April, and 33 prisoners during May. The itemized monthly reports have been submitted and approved by the sheriff. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 584-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 584-22 has been adopted. Resolution number 585-22. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of an Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant for the Franklin County Drug Task Force in the amount of $165,437.69.
Commissioners, our last resolution allows the Sheriff's Office to accept funding for the Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant to enhance the battle against drug possession and trafficking. The one-year grant will be used for overtime during the investigation. The Sheriff's duties will include the administration, implementation, and oversight of the grant currently and/or potentially involving collaboration with Clinton Township Police Department, London Division of Police, Homeland Security Investigations, Madison County Sheriff's Office, and the United States Drug Enforcement Administration. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 585-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 585-22 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Next, we have Franklin County Data Center.
Resolution number 586-22. Resolution authorizing a supplemental contract with Crown Castle to provide dedicated internet access to various county locations in the amount of $1 million.
Good morning, Commissioners. Julie Less with the Franklin County Data Center. This resolution is a supplemental agreement with Crown Castle for dedicated internet service. The data center will utilize this contract for services while performing vital network upgrades in locations throughout the county. The first two upgrades will be at sheriff's locations in support of the body-worn camera project to facilitate reliable and secure data uploads. This is a supplemental agreement based on a federal GSA contract with an amount not to exceed $1 million over 5 years. The data center CIO and the Automatic Data Processing Board have both reviewed and approved the project. Pending any questions, I do request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 586-22.
587-22, Commissioner.
And we're 586.
sorry.
We're 586.
That's 586.
I apologize. It's my error.
I was going to say, we are not talking about the dog show. 586-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 586-22 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Next, animal control.
Resolution number 587-22. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of the James V. Allen Trust to Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is April Ricardo, Assistant Director for the Franklin County Dog Shelter. Today, we ask for your approval for a resolution accepting the James V. Allen Trust in the amount of $25,594.18. Pending any questions, we request your approval, please.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 587-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 587-22 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Have a good one. Next, we have Office on Aging.
Resolution number 588-22. Resolution authorizing a partnership with Spencer for Hire Media LLC in sponsoring the third annual Caring for the Caregiver Expo at the Boathouse venue in the amount of $25,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Shonda Wingo, Interim Director for the Franklin County Office on Aging. Joining me today is Assistant Director of Supportive Services, Caroline Rankin, and Quality Improvement Coordinator or Administrator, Larice Cohens. This resolution authorized Franklin County Office on Aging to enter into a partnership with Spencer for Hire Media, sponsoring the 3rd annual Caring for the Caregiver Expo. 1 in every 5 adults are caregivers or kinship providers. This unpaid responsibility requires countless hours in caring for loved ones. With the long hours and around-the-clock care, many caregivers experience physical, mental, emotional, and financial exhaustion. The 3rd annual Caring for the Caregiver Expo is a free event that aims to provide access to community resources, information from healthcare organizations, and various government agencies. The Franklin County Office on Aging will host educational workshops to enhance the ability to be effective caregivers for caregivers, first responders, essential workers, parents, grandparents, and guardians. In addition to the education and resources, attendees will also have the opportunity to enjoy pampering services such as massages, reflexology, mini manicures, and facials. Attendees will also have the ability to participate in various health and fitness activities throughout the day, including yoga, aerobics, and line dancing. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58822.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58822 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Next, Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 58922. Resolution adopting the 2022 Housing and Urban Development Annual Action Plan.
Morning, Commissioners. Director James Schimmer, Economic Development and Planning. I have the absolute privilege of introducing you this morning to Janae Cosby in person, who is our Senior Program Coordinator. And she will take, she is the Community Development Administrator. Sierra Ferris is our Senior Program Coordinator. And both of them have worked really hard on putting together a plan that relates to a resolution that you will approve this morning, which recognizes Franklin County as an entitlement urban county by the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. As such, the county is required to do an annual, required to adopt an annual one-year action plan. And Janae will take you through that program this morning, so I would like to welcome Janae.
Thank you, Jim, and good morning, Commissioners and Administration. This resolution seeks authorization approval of our 2022 action plan. This plan details how Franklin County will spend the funds distributed to it by HUD in accordance with community needs, priorities, and strategic goals identified in our 5-year consolidated plan covering years 2020 through 2024. We will receive Cdbg, Community Development Block Grant Funds, Home Funds, and ESG, Emergency Solution Grant Funds, totaling over $3.2 million. Of that $3.2 million, 61% will be spent on affordable housing projects, and over $500,000 will be spent on public services and homelessness resources. In accordance with our citizen participation plan, we will also be hosting 2 public hearings tomorrow at 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. at our Franklin County EDP building on 150 South Front Street in Columbus, Ohio. And if there are no further questions, comments, or concerns, we ask that this resolution be adopted.
I have a question about the public input. I know I asked last week about the public input, and I know that there is an advisory board that you all are trying to reestablish and get active, and that'll come in a couple weeks. As far as the public hearing, though, for input from the community, what actions have been taken to publicize that, to get it out, that there's, that public comment is welcome and needed, actually?
Yes, we put an ad in the Columbus Dispatch on July 29th, and we will shortly be also updating our website, letting people know where the public hearing is being. And we also reached out to some of our partners, letting them know to invite anyone that they would think would be interested. And we will also be posting flyers around the building as well.
Okay, anything on social media, or anything like that?
Not at this time, but it will be tonight.
Okay. Okay. And then as far as the action plan is concerned, like the actual plan, for like home or CDBG, if you could just, where are we with, any home ARPA dollars, I'm assuming, or just home dollars that can be used, along with CDBG? Last year, I think we had 15, I think it was like 15 participants, or you were saying this year it'll be 15?
Yeah, this year will be 15 partners, totaling over 20 contracts. And as far as home ARP dollars, we have received, I want to say, about $3 million of home ARPA dollars, and we will be developing a plan on how to disperse those shortly.
Okay. Would the advisory board be helping with those two? Input for that?
We are still, to my knowledge right now, we are still fielding resumes and qualifications for the Community Development Advisory Board. We believe county administration is aware of that, and we're just waiting for any type of feedback to move forward with it, because we would love to have that plan or that board reinstated.
Yeah, that board was active before, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it was, predates me. So would
Me as
they, I mean, does historically, I guess Jim could answer that, historically, are they the ones that give input to, on like CDBG and things of that nature?
Commissioner Crawley, absolutely. The key has been for transparency, and that is really an important part of it. As you know, we're renovating the program, is how I'll put it, and the CDAB, or the Community Development Advisory Board, is really critical to that process. We've always talked about transparency with you, and when we spend federal dollars, we want to know that the public has input, but also knows how we're spending that money, so.
Very good. Thank you.
How much did we receive in CDBG funds this year?
In CDBG funds, we received $2.5 million. I'm gonna get the exact number for you. But this year, we did receive, let me see here,
And how does that?
$2,059,111.
And how much does, and how does that compare to past?
It is a 1.8% decrease from last year, but home and ESG increased by a little over, well, home increased by 16% and ESG increased by about 1.3%.
Gotcha, okay. There are no further comments or questions. I'll move approval of Resolution 589-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yeah.
Resolution
you.
number 589-22 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Thanks. Next, we have purchasing.
Resolution number 590-22, resolution authorizing the purchase of a digital production press and 5 years of full-service maintenance for the Franklin County Print Shop in the amount of $368,702.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry, Valenier, Director of Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of a contract with Gordon Flesh Company for the purchase of a digital production press at the county's print shop. This unit will replace the existing color copier as its lease has expired. The cost of the unit, including installation and training, is $188,702. The contract also includes a 5-year full-service maintenance at a cost not to exceed $180,000 during the 5-year term. The total cost of the investment will not exceed $368,702, and the resolution requests a transfer of appropriations in the amount of $206,702 from the Commissioner's General Fund contingency to cover anticipated costs through fiscal year 2022. Pending any questions, Commissioners, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. I'll move approval of Resolution 590-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 590-22 has been adopted. Resolution number 591-22, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $2,505,842.90.
Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 124 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funds. 11 of these POs are being presented for award to 7 women business enterprises, 2 small and emerging business enterprises, and 2 local economically disadvantaged enterprises. These 11 total $75,662.04. This week, the following agencies have contributed to the county's commitment to supplier diversity: Public Facilities Management, the Data Center, Court of Common Pleas, Domestic Relations and Juvenile Court, and the Sheriff's Office. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 591-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 591-22 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Have a good one. Next, we have Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 592-22. Resolution authorizing a contract modification with Calfee, Halter, and Griswold for legal services for the drafting of construction management contract documents in the amount of $30,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Telerik with the Office of Management and Budget. The proposed modification would assist in the drafting of contract documents involving the Construction Manager at Risk delivery system. This would be the last set of contract document templates for the county for that Construction Manager at Risk model. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 592-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 592-22 has been adopted. Resolution number 594-22. Resolution to authorize participation in and adopt the bylaws of the One Ohio Region 1 governance structure arising out of and regards to the national prescription opioid litigation, and to appoint representatives to the Region 1 Board.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy County Administrator. As you know, a couple of years ago, in the wake of the pending opioid litigation, the state and local entities came together with a One Ohio Memorandum of Understanding that set forth a structure. Anytime settlement dollars from opioid litigation came into the state, to be divvied up between municipalities, the state itself, and then a One Ohio Foundation Board. And those funds would be delineated to a number of regions across the state. Franklin County is Region 1. And we have been working the last couple of months to set out what those bylaws would be and what the appointment process would be. And therefore, this resolution would have you approve the bylaws itself for the Region 1 committee itself, and would also make the appointment for the 3 county appointees, which would be Erica Clark-Jones, CEO of the Adam H. Board, Rochelle Pride, Director of Justice Policy and Programs with the county, and Joe Mazzola, who is the Health Commissioner for the Franklin County Public Health. It also recognizes and ratifies the Township Association appointment. They have 1 appointment to this board, and their appointment is Chief Brian Fraley of Clinton Township Fire and EMS. The city has already made its appointees to the board, the city of Columbus, and also the city ratified and recognized CAMA's appointment to the board. There will still be 3 joint city and county appointees that we will come before you probably in the next 4 to 5 weeks as we continue to work through what those recommendations would look like. But with this resolution, it would again ratify and adopt the bylaws, make the appointments for the 3 county appointees on your behalf, and ratify the township appointee. Pending any questions, would recommend your approval.
Chris, can I ask a question? And this might just be because I can be a knucklehead, but why is this resolution 594 and the next one 593?
Because it was late to be added to the agenda.
Just asking.
It's my modus operandi, Commissioner, so
You
it was
always-
one last resolution to be
You always have
added.
one. If there are no further comments or questions, I'll move approval of resolution 594-22.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 594-22 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Resolution number 593-22. Resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session for the purpose of considering personnel matters and to confer with the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office concerning pending or imminent litigation.
Move to convene into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, to confer with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 593-22 has been adopted to convene into executive session.